Alright guys, so we're going to practice some double tangent problems, right? This is on chapter 8.5 to be specific. I know it does says law of sine method versus double tangent. I'll talk more about that towards the end, but right now we're going to focus on the double tangent, okay? It's going to be two problems. I'm going to do the first one, every single step. You guys do the second one on your own, and then there's solutions at the end, okay? All of this can be found on Canvas. So let's get started. Miko and Tyler are visiting the Great Pyramid in Egypt. From where Miko is standing, the angle of elevation to the top of the pyramid is 48.6 degrees. Okay, I'm gonna draw a triangle here. Boom. So it's like the top of the pyramid here. Miko is right here. Bam, bam. This is 48.6 degrees. From Tyler's position, his angle of elevation is 50 degrees. And so you might be wondering, how do you know who's closer, right? Is it Miko or Tyler? Essentially, if the angle is higher, that person is closer. Okay, so let's make Miko purple. That's Miko. I don't know, it's like a gang sign or something. So Miko, boom, his eyes are looking up this way. This is 50 degrees. So if you think about it, the closer you walk towards an object, right? Like if the person is here, let's think about it real quick. If he's looking up, right? If you're looking up, the closer you get to it, you have a bigger angle, right? The closer you are to an object, the higher the degree as you look up, okay? So that's your setup here. They are 20 feet apart, so you do know this distance, 20 feet. And they're each 5 feet and 6 inches, okay, aka 5.5 feet, okay. The reason why it's 5.5 because there's 6 inches in a feet, so that's 0.5, okay. Or there's 6 inches, 6 inches, 6 out of 12 inches, okay, which is 0.5. Okay, so again, this is gonna be a right triangle here. You do need to set up your variables, okay? So let's say the height of this pyramid, you're trying to find how tall it is going to be h. And you just make up a variable, let's call this y. Okay? So again, the reason why they call it a double tangent problem is because the two angles you have here, you set up tangent problems. So tangent 48.6, that is opposite. So you're looking at this whole big triangle here, this whole big red one. So your opposite right now is h. So it's going to be h over my adjacent. So the whole bottom here is my adjacent, which is 20 plus y, okay? Your other triangle, the purple one, you take this degree, right, the 50 degree. Tangent 50 equals opposite h over y, which is your adjacent. Okay, you're focusing on that small triangle there, okay? This small one here. Okay, so now from here, once you set up your double tangents, you need to solve for your h, okay? I think I called it x before or something, but it's just a variable. So solve for the height. So I'm gonna multiply both sides here by 20 plus y times 20 plus y. These will cancel. 20 plus y times tangent 48.6. That should equal your h. And over here, oh shoot, sorry about that. Then over here, you're going to multiply both sides by y. Y times tangent 50 equals h, okay? And of course, the y here will cancel. This is where you have h and h. So now you can set these two equations equal to each other. And I'm just going to distribute here too, just kind of make it a little faster for me. So this here will be 20 tangent 48.6 plus y times tangent 48.6. This here should equal y times tangent 50, okay? So essentially, they both equal h. So I set this equal to this, okay? And again, I distributed the tangent 48.6. So now from here, you only have one variable now. You guys solve for y. Okay, so now you need to move all the variables to one side. So let's move this over here. In order to do that, I need to subtract y tangent 48.6, subtract y tangent 48.6. So on my left side, I have 20 tangent 48.6. This here should equal y tangent 50 minus y tangent 48.6. So this here is pretty nice now because there is a common factor. The common factor is that y. So I can factor that y out. So now inside I'm left with tangent 50 minus tangent 48.6. 20 tangent. Boom. Now to solve for y, you divide everything by tangent 50 minus tangent 48.6 divided by tangent 50 minus tangent 48.6. Now you see these will cancel. So your y, you punch this in your calculator. I'll do it one time here so you can see it. Okay, don't forget your parentheses, okay? So I'm gonna start with the top, okay? 48.6. I like to get rid of my functions first, those tangents. So that's that, times that by 20, boom. Okay, that's the top right there. 22.68 is the top. You're gonna divide it. Okay, now you have to be careful here. You have to put a parentheses. You divide it by parentheses. 50 tangent, boom, that's 50 tangent, minus 48.6 tangent. And now you need to close that parentheses. Okay, make sure you close the parentheses, then hit equals 394.694. So y is going to equal, not y. Is it y? Okay, it's y. Yeah, y equals 394.694. Let's just double check that. 394.694. Okay. Just round it to the thousands, right? Because that is not our final answer. We need to solve for h. So that's good. That's your y here. So you're almost done. Let me just check my key real quick. Yep, that's good. You're almost done. But now you need to set up your tangent 50 now equals opposite over that y. The y now is 394.694. Okay. Solve for h. Multiply that 394.694 to both sides. Cancel. Your h should be, plug that in your calculator, times 50 tangent. It should be, should be 470.378. That's your height. You're almost done with that because that's the height from here to here, right? The pyramid, if you draw the pyramid out, pyramid would be like this, right? That's your pyramid. You have to add the height of Miko and Tyler. So you take that plus 5.5, right? 5.5 feet, which is 5 feet 6 inches. So your official pyramid height would be 476. We're round to the nearest whole. 476 feet. Okay. That should be the answer. Yeah, my key was 475.8. So depending what the problem asks you, okay? Round to your nearest tenths, round to your nearest whole feet. In this case, they didn't ask you. So if they don't ask you where to round it, then it's fair game. Okay, that I won't mark you off, right? Just make sure you follow the directions. Cool. So that's that there. Try this one out, and then look at the key when you're done. Okay. Practice drawing it too. So like here, hit pause here, and I'm just gonna show you guys the key to this problem. Attempt this one on your own. Alright guys, so you can check your work here. Okay, so just look at the triangles. You always set up your two tangents. Tangent 25 will be the big one, and then tangent 36 would be the small one here. Okay, solve for your x. Set them equal to each other since they both equal x, right? Little substitution, distribute, boom. Then you move this one you have to move to the other side, right? You subtract this one to the other side, keep your y's together, you factor out the y, and then you divide it out. In this case here, yes, you found your y, and once you find that y, you got to do another tangent. You plug that back in to get your x. Okay, your x is 13.02. Don't forget the height of the person, 6 feet. And that's your answer, okay? So that's how you do your double tangent problem. I'm going to show you one shortcut. You honestly could ignore this part. I don't want to give you guys extra information to worry about. So if you could do this, practice this method, then you're good. But here's a little shortcut if you want to try this out, because it is faster. It's just another way. Okay, so this is the law of sine method. So you can actually use this instead of the double tangent. Let's go back to this balloon problem. Okay, so same setup with the balloon problem. What would this angle be here? This angle. The whole straight line is 180, right? You can do 180 minus 36. That angle will end up being 144. Okay. So now what you could do here, once you have that angle, you can actually solve for this angle here, right? So yeah, 144. Yeah, 144 plus that 25, right? That equals 169, which then means that this blue angle here is 11 degrees. Okay, do we see that? So now you have all three angles here. So we're just focusing on this triangle here. Okay, this triangle, which is not a right triangle. So if you're going to focus on that triangle there, you want to actually solve for this, let's call it A. Okay, you're going to solve for A there. You're actually going to use your law of sine here. I'm going to show you guys how this works. Again, if you're cool with the double tangent way, do it that way. If you want to try to learn the shortcut, you totally can. So you go solve for A there, right? So it's going to be A over sine 144 equals, what other sides do you have here? You have that 10 feet, right? This here is 10 feet. The angle opposite that's 11. So you're going to set up 10 feet over sine 11. Okay. Once you do this, let's solve for A. Cancel. Your A should equal 10 times that sine 144 divided by sine 11. Put this in my calculator real quick. 144 sine times 10 divided by 11 sine. This here is about 30.804. Okay, so that's your A, 30.804. Now check out this magic. We're almost done here. Your goal is to solve for the height, right? Trying to find this big one now. Trying to find the height. So now you actually have this side here. So you can actually set up. Now you have what? 25 is going to be opposite, which is x. Opposite over hypotenuse. You can actually use sine now. So sine of 25 degrees, opposite is x, your hypotenuse, which you just solved for. Your hypotenuse is that 30.804. 13.804. Solve for x. Cancel, cancel. Plug that in. 25 sine times 30.804. That gets you 13.01 for your x. That's a little crazy, right? Because that 13.01 is actually what we got up here, or 13.02. Did I round wrong? Oh yeah, 13.02 works. 13.02, round to nearest hundreds. And then from there, you just add a height, 6 feet, and you get the same answer. So, a lot less work, right? This compared to this. But again, this is a new method with the law of sine. If you can grasp it and practice it in time, then cool. If not, double tangent totally works. Okay, you can even practice the law of sine for your pyramid one. Okay, so I did it for that one as well. So you can practice it with that method, but your choice. Okay. Good luck with your studying, and I'll see you guys later.